bandwagon story of Bandwagon Boy #1 over there. We went to Disneyland a couple of years ago together, and I'm pretty sure he was wearing that Raiders hat. And how fake of a fan did you feel when people that were clearly diehard Raider fans would stop you and go, "Fuck yeah, bro, Raiders," and you just had to actually pretend that you were a Raiders fan?
Yeah, exactly.
It happened quite when I was with you quite a few times.
Well, I mean, we're in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So
Anaheim,
which again, California. So you'll get a lot of Raider fans out there. It was one of those things where you're like, yeah, you know what? Like, hey, look, I like the hat. I have a couple players on my fantasy team. I am a Raiders fan. But I'm not like
a diehard.
I'm not a diehard.
But these guys that if you're willing to say, bring up the Raiders and be like, "Oh, bro, love your hat," that means this guy's like looking for that bond, that this guy fucks with the black and silver.
I think it's completely inappropriate
that Adam wore that hat.
No, that people do that. Like if we're en route to a game or something, then it's like, oh, hey,
you got to think though. This is the States.
I know.
It's like it's fandemonium. Like and your team is your team,
and this is why I'm a Chilliwack boy. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You get a lot of hey, brother. Hard one yesterday.
I tell you this, I want to do that so bad when I see someone wearing a Raiders hat.
And don't.
Well, I think about it in my head about being like, oh, what if I just walked up and said, hey, bro? But
if you're wearing...
Am I the weirdo? Because maybe I should be able to do that.
If you're wearing a jersey, or wearing a hat, maybe not a hat.
But this is the dreaded
thing, the hat's kind of weird. The hat,
I go up to a guy, hey, man, Raiders, awesome. And he goes, oh, I just bought it. I don't even know who the Raiders are.
And this is the thing with a hat, it's kind of weird. But like if the guy's wearing a jersey, I feel like you're dropping $100 and whatever on a jersey.
Yeah.
You're at like a Stitch, like a Nate Dogg walking around in a Ronnie lot, and you're like, oh man, dope jersey. But like a hat, like I mean,
oh, who is
and
this? I don't even know.
It happened. It happened multiple times. Just when I was around, like how many times do you think that happened that week?
I'm just gonna say this: since 1993. I've had Raiders, some sort of Raiders paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's good shit. Like they've branded themselves great.
When I was young, I got a Raiders starter jacket for Christmas.
Before you knew you liked football.
Before I didn't even know what football was at that point.
But back to what I'm asking, how many times do you think that happened in that week? At least 10.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, it was crazy.